Hey guys, so the champs are finally in the house, and we have a very intense and wet episode on tonight of the challenge, so stay tuned at AFTERBUZZ TV.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Okay, well, Cory picked the song, so let me see the dance moves. How do we dance to this?
It's just something wavy. You just kind of
wave?
just... It's a vibe,
Okay.
you know.
Okay,
look,
Weekend,
you're there, right
Future.
there.
I didn't know this one going in, but gotta dance to it. Let the boy
if I
sing.
could sing?
Cory, oh, he wants to sing. Cory has been pretending this is like the late night hotline phone
Anybody
call
that knows,
TV
anytime
show.
in the challenge house when we even shoot normal footage, I'm acting like it's a rap video. I'm in there like,
Well, not a rap video tonight. Hey guys, this is AFTERBUZZ TV, and you're here for your favorite show, The Challenge. Well, my favorite show.
yeah,
And
invasion.
Invasion of the Champions.
Yeah.
So, hey guys, my name is Jenna Bussiere, and you can find me on Twitter at Jenna_Bussiere. And next to me, you might recognize this guy. He is a underdog on the show.
Sure
but
am.
tell us.
What's going on, everybody? It's Cory, and you guys can find me at Cory Wharton _IG. You can also find me on Twitter at MTV Cory Wharton. And we're live tonight, and it's going
we are
down.
live, and he has been periscoping, Instagram living, whatever you
all
got.
that good stuff to
Hit
get
him
to
up.
you folks. Doing this for y'all.
He's a people pleaser.
People pleaser. We saw that tonight.
So, did we?
I don't know.
We'll see. Yeah. So I feel like we got to jump in from the beginning and kind of dissect the episode.
Let's go.
But I feel like tonight it might be okay to work backwards a little bit.
Let's do it.
Because you walked in as I finished watching the episode. I just finished it like 5 minutes ago. You walk in and said, "Here comes the heartbreaker." So we see a little bit, you and Kayla, right? You were hitting it off strong, and then something happened. Tell the good people what happened.
I mean, this is the situation. I'm not going to make excuses. I handled the situation with me talking to Amanda Nelson. That was childish. Don't get me wrong. You know, I shouldn't have done that. The P situation, they made it a big deal. It was a big deal, but for me, it was just... that was like the backbreaker. I'm not saying that was the deal breaker, but it like caused, it pushed the dominoes, you know?
Okay.
I was like, okay. And it wasn't even the fact that she peed, it was more the fact that another blackout night, another night that it was just like, and like I said earlier, listen, so there's many levels to a relationship, right? We were kind of in that first level where it's like, okay, everything's fun, everything's easy, it's just easy. You know what I'm saying? The next step, that's when things get a little bit more difficult. Things get serious.
so one
You
thing
start
goes wrong
standing-
and you're out.
No, it's more like me putting up the shield I like to put. And sure enough, you know, like I said, that moment was childish.
So
It was childish.
it sounds like what you're saying is there was more things that maybe we didn't see that went on with you and Kayla before that. You said this was the breaking point, but I
mean,
feel like
yeah,
this might have been the first thing we've seen.
Right. I mean, as a viewer, and I think if you've watched the challenge for seasons, that you guys should know that we're being filmed 24/7 all the
What?
time. All the time.
God, spoiler.
All the
This is
time,
some
man.
new hot detail.
Spoiler. You know what
A
I'm
reality
saying?
TV
So-
show filming it 24/7.
Right, 24/7, no acting going on, and yeah, you know, so you guys see what you see, and then from there on, you make your conclusions. So yeah.
Right. So did anything
TV.
else happen before P-Gate? Can we call it P-Gate? I think this is the first P-Gate for the
No,
challenge.
this was the first P
or
gate.
golden shower. You put it a little.
A little golden shower.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
you
little
know.
more eloquently.
little-
P-Gate, a more. Okay, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that kind of led up to that,
What
or
led up to that? No, it was just consistent. It was just nights of me and her kind of arguing. There were tons of fights. You guys didn't see a lot of the fights, like when
Okay.
we were at the shelter.
more drunk fights?
I don't think we had one fight that was shown at the shelter, huh?
Oh no, I feel like a lot of the
We were
shelter.
like, I had the braids on. We were like,
Right, yeah, I did.
lovey-dovey, like everyone was kissing.
you had the braids.
Oh,
Somebody was a hairstylist
man,
in the
it's
shelter because you and Dario kept
Yeah,
having.
it was Latoya. The tea
Oh,
time with
Latoya
Toya.
was. Aw.
So Toya was doing the braids,
Okay.
and you know yeah.
So more drunken fights at the
Just more
shelter.
drunken fights.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't anything serious at the time. It was just
Right.
me and her enjoying each other's company, and it was what it was. And then,
Because I was gonna say, it sounded like you meant it more as you didn't want to be around somebody who was constantly blacked out drunk, other than the accident that happened in her bed.
I wanted to stop it before it got to stage 2 when things really started to get serious. You know what I'm saying? Like you cut yourself off with when my feelings were at that point, I was like, you know what, this is toxic already. Me and her are fighting every night. She's getting blackout drunk. I'm drinking. Like, it was toxic.
Yeah.
We were toxic for each other. That's why we're not together now.
Okay.
I knew it. I've done this show before. This was her first time. I let her know, listen, when you get into this house, it's called challenge fever. Like, it creates this environment where it's like you just want to, I don't know, you want somebody, and then when you have that person, you think that that's all there is, and then you come home, and you're like, okay, there's more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You get stuck in that mindset, and now you're kind of latching onto that one person that you found common ground with.
And then you come home and you kind of get a reality check, and it's like, there's other humans outside of this challenge
like, that was only my life for X amount of months. Yeah, exactly. You get so stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it.
So
I love the show.
Love it. So we were outside, and then you were saying you were looking at your phone. I saw you texting or maybe tweeting. Yeah. You said that you were getting a lot of hate.
My business or what?
I was a little bit in your business.
Don't be in my business.
I think I looked down and you said, I'm getting hate right now.
Oh, yeah,
so what is this like?
It's nothing. So I'm used to it. Not everyone's gonna. This is the one thing I learned on the real world. If you're out to please everybody, you're not gonna please anybody. And you being the one person you won't be pleasing. So I just gotta go out there and be me, and I'm gonna make some bad decisions. I'm not perfect. I handled that situation childishly, and that's that. And I moved on, and that's that. It's like one week they love you, the next week they hate you. It's reality TV. Enjoy this ride while it lasts, and make the best out of it.
It's a good outlook.
So, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. When people tell you they hate you, you better have a good outlook.
Right. So was it mostly just viewers of the show hitting you up, or did you and Kayla talk? Did she text you at all during this episode?
During the day. We talked today. During the day.
Did you know that this was what was going to be aired for everybody to see tonight?
No,
you had no idea.
See it. So, I just let her know. She knows all that stuff that I was talking to Amanda, I would have told her to her face. Like, that's just how it was at that time, and then 5 minutes later we made up. So I'm sure you guys will see.
Because we did see.
It's crazy how episodes end. You just
right. And I was gonna say there was a lot of editing. Also, it's not everything that we're seeing isn't how it went down. So we see.
I was a dick. I made a dick move. It was a bad decision. It was childish, but there were other things that led up to it. So, bad decision in the moment. I shouldn't have went and talked in that other room, but I was just chilling, everything I would have told her.
It happens. You saw, you learned from it. And guys, I can vouch for him. He's a gentleman. We were outside. My hands were full. I couldn't grab my purse. My hands full with the water, the notebook. I got so much going on. He brought my purse in for me. Can't hate him too much. That was a nice move. By Cory.
And I opened the door for her.
Oh, I missed that, so thank you.
No, that did happen, though.
Okay. Yeah. I trust you with that. Okay. Well, thank you. So there's a gentleman's side to Cory's. Let's not get too tainted by what we saw tonight. Yes. So much more went on tonight. So now let's take it back. The champs walk up that sand hill, and how do you guys feel?
The season started.
That's finally. Did you think everything before it was just
I mean, that was the preseason. That's almost like
there you go.
Or it's college basketball season. We'll say that was the regular season. Now it's March Madness. So it's time for the madness.
So MTV kind of timed that out perfectly.
They timed it out. And so now we have March Madness, and it's us versus champs. And a nice little throw in there too is that the champs will be going against each other in elimination. So we kind of got away with that one.
Yeah, because we didn't know how the storyline was gonna continue when the champs came in. We didn't know if it was gonna be now the underdogs as one team completely playing against the champions, which we saw tonight's challenge, but they do get to go in against each other in elimination. Now they're full force in the house. So they walk up, TJ announces what this theme is going to be, and they do a close-up of you. They show you. You just kind of sit there like, all right, let's go. Like, you didn't actually seem too intimidated or too shocked by it, honestly.
I mean, I've done 2 challenges with Bananas. I put him in an elimination, and he went home. I've done 2 challenges with CT, actually. I've seen him participate. Well, actually, no, only Bloodlines.
Bloodlines.
I saw him Bloodlines. I don't think Rivals.
Yeah, he didn't really compete though. He just came in to show you guys how to
do one of the challenges. And then the challenge. So I was like, okay, I know he's legit. And then Darrell I've heard about, and then I've also seen Zach in person, Bloodlines too. So it was cool that I've actually seen 3 of the dudes that I'm going against. I just never met Darrell. So it was cool. I was ready. Let's go.
Okay. So was there any of the champions that you were the most intimidated by?
CT.
Yeah.
Most intimidated
That's what
by
I would
would probably
think,
be CT, because I know he's a
Absolutely.
little crazy. And
Yeah.
you need to be a little crazy in this. So,
If you've watched past seasons of this, you've seen him not just on the competition course, but literally in fights with people, smashing people's heads into brick walls.
He's the real deal.
Fighting, yeah.
All of those champs are the real deal. All the respect to all the champs, man. They got there for a reason. And, it's going to be fun.
And I agree with you that, yes, CT is probably the most intimidating, but it's also funny because I feel like you're getting a little bit more of the lighter side of CT. Like, he's not as crazy anymore. Outside
CT's
of
grown.
the playing
CT's
course.
got a kid now.
Yeah, right,
and, like,
exactly.
He's in a real good place, man.
So you could be fearful of him as a competitor, but not as much that he's going to knock you out if you're in the shower too long.
He's still like that.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
he won't change who that. Maybe his demeanor's a little bit calmer, but competitive-wise, he's still there. So,
Good,
yeah.
good. I like to hear that. Hope to see more of that.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll get into it from here. The challenge today on tonight's episode was knockout. Basically like a football, rugby, physical. Finally, I was so happy it was a physical challenge because I feel like we've seen a lot.
I get to put my mitts on somebody. I get to grab somebody, you know? I'm all about the physical elimination, so.
Yeah, and I love watching them. I think mostly all the fans like watching that because we saw them running upstairs and, like good physical endurance battles, but we want to see the fight. Yeah, you jumped off a cliff. Oh, yeah, that's true.
We want blood.
We want some blood.
We want some blood.
Okay, so it's called Knockout, and they launch a ball out of a catapult. It was a fun challenge, just start to back, finishing,
It was one of my favorite challenges I've done, hands down.
So they tell you the champs are here, and then they tell you this physical challenge you're going to be participating in. What are you thinking as you're watching TJ explain?
Strap up the old sturdy knee brace and let's get this going because I don't have a choice and it's time to perform and why not do it against the best?
Yeah, and how did your knee hold up in that challenge?
It was good. It was good. Thanks to the knee brace and everything.
Nice.
Shout out to Dr. Samimi. I got you.
Okay, Dr. Samimi.
But no, it held up fine. After doing bloodlines, I had another surgery to get basically the bone corrected. So I got the bone corrected now, and I get to work a lot different on my training, so it helps.
Did it hold up for most of the challenge, or was there some difficulties with?
No, it held up. There was no problems.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
So we got to see the girls go first, and it's Catfight Central.
Yeah.
What are you thinking as you're watching that go down?
It was good. It was all right.
Yeah, oh, it was good. It was all right. Okay.
They were physical. Don't get me wrong. They were physical.
I can tell you, playing soccer and lacrosse growing up, girls are pretty nasty on any playing field. We pull the hair, we pull the shirts. Right, exactly.
They were spitting, biting. It was a good one.
It's a scratch and claw. Yeah. So since the girls went first, the underdogs won. Girls held it down. Did you guys think that you just watching them go first? Were you kind of plotting a strategy in your mind? Was it helpful to see them go first, or you were just like, "Come on, can you finish so I can play"?
It did help for them to go first because we were trying to figure out the strategy for how we were going to do this. We knew we have 2 other players. It's 4 against 6. We have 2 extra players. How are we going to utilize those 2 extra players? So that's kind of where we got to watch the girls and see what worked for them. They kind of had one person stay by the goal. Like Ashley was always cherry picking, if you could tell. So then when Jenna would get it, just toss it to Ashley, boom, she's right there. And so we just took little strategies that they did and kind of put it towards our turn.
Yeah. Did you feel like it was kind of more of a knowledgeable gameplay, spread the field and pass it around quickly, or instead of all just jumping on each other and playing that physical game?
Yeah, no, we wanted to spread them out. We had 2 extra people, so if we could somehow just get a breakaway or somebody get it, and I think you can even see on, I don't know if it's the 3rd one or the 2nd one, Tony throws it to me and I jump, and Zach just takes my legs out because
I missed that. I probably was writing my 800 pages of novel over here.
7 pages of notes over there. All of them
we'll
say
try and
pee
get
on
through.
them too. I don't know what that's about.
Golden shower, pee gate. That's basically just 8 pages of that. Those 2 words over and over again.
But it was good though. It was definitely one of the best challenges I've done.
Nice,
Yeah,
good.
it was good.
So then you guys did you get kind of like 5-10 minutes to talk before, or you just jumped right into it? Because we don't see it, just cuts right to it.
We got about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's awesome.
10 minutes to talk. You can talk strategies kind of, and then you go from there.
Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, because we didn't know that. Every challenge, I never know if you guys really get to talk it out and come up with a game plan before.
Each season's a little different.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll say, "No, you guys are on ice. You're not talking at all." And then other times they're like, "Okay, you get 5 minutes to just deliberate and talk." So,
yeah, that's good then. So you guys are also, you're going to be a team now. when it was an individual game before, and it seemed like you weren't the happiest about that. I think you wanted to.
I didn't like the underdog team.
Okay,
it wasn't
your
a team.
People
it was
you
just,
were with.
Right, it wasn't really a team. And then even when we became a team, it wasn't a team. It wasn't a team. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just was never a team. So.
I mean, it seemed like you got along really well with a lot of the guys, though. But you still wouldn't consider that a team.
No, I got along with a lot of people, but the team wasn't there. I've been on teams before. That means everybody's on the same page. It's a team, you know. This wasn't a team. Everybody was on different pages. You had this alliance doing this alliance doing that. And, like, I was on Tony and Jenna, Kayla,
and that
Nicole.
wasn't that clear from what we saw. Because I was wondering that when they kind of split the houses in the first episode, I feel like you were kind of sitting on the fence. You didn't make a clear...
No, because I'm not a rookie, and I know that this is challenge
Smart.
one. I'm not about to pick a side. Like, people know where I stand with them. And I'm not going to challenge one, go and pick a side, and then be against these people the whole time. And this season, that's how it kind of planned out, though.
Yeah.
That's how it played out. So, yeah.
So then how did you feel? Because you also had to work with Hunter, who kind of called you out and was running his mouth after he won the one challenge.
Me and Hunter smashed that. We shook that up. That wasn't even bad, yeah.
He just was on cloud nine after winning his first challenge and was coming at anyone
Hunter
and everyone.
is great for the show, though. Super competitive, loves sports,
strong,
like, strong. You see, he was built like a bullfrog. You know what I'm saying?
Built like bull.
Yeah, and yeah, no, he's really good. We went back to the shelter, talked it out, and within 5 minutes, we were like, "You're competitive, I'm competitive, cool." Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So back to the challenge tonight.
Yep.
It kind of just looks like, so it's your guys' turn. Girls already went. Underdogs win. It just looks like, let's put a bunch of guys on a sandpit and let them murder each other.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what production wanted, and that's what the fans wanted.
Zach's talking about Shane biting his ankle. Like, what were your low blows?
Shane
like, what
does
did you...
whatever it takes to win, and that's why we love Shane. He would take one for the team.
And we'll get to that because it didn't look like you loved Shane that much later on this episode. Not bad, but you guys are just talking it out, so we'll get to that. So let's talk about, you guys are the first on the board. Your boy Dario scores.
Yep.
Okay, so you're feeling good. And then you go up 2-0.
Yep.
You score.
I come in with the sneak.
Yeah. Oh.
LeBron.
Is it LeBron? But you don't have the...
I know. I didn't do the pregame.
Yeah, okay.
I know.
Well, now you know.
Damn.
To have it be ready in your back pocket, just to
my
bring it out
baby
just in case. Okay. So how were you feeling? So did you... I only got to see it for a short minute. So you score. Who's around? Is Johnny there? CT? Who you looking at? Who you, after you score, you're turning around to one of the champions saying, like, yeah, we're here. I might be an underdog, but I'm no rookie.
They know. I mean, Johnny knows I'm ready to compete. Like I said, I've done 2 of these with him. So he knows. I just kind of was like, let's go. We should have won. We have 2 extra players. We should have won. It was expected. I was mad that they scored 2 points on us, honestly. Yeah. So we should have won. We expected to win. And it was a good first challenge to just see, like, how strong they were and how mentally strong they were.
How you stand against them, definitely. Yep, so like you said, then Darrell comes back, puts them on the board 2-1. Then Banana scores after like not even being there the entire competition. I'm like, oh, Banana, of course he scores. He's not even in this. And now he manages to get a goal.
He gets it done. That old banana
The old rotten banana. Zach's getting a little gassed or hit in the lower region.
Yeah,
which one was it? Was he using that as an excuse?
It was both.
Yeah.
They were gassed. I don't blame them. There was 6 of us, and I was gassed. And I'm like, okay, shit. But you look over at them, and they're really gassed. So we knew we just had to put the foot on the gas and, finish
so he
it off.
could have some credit in that area. Because I'm kind of thinking, well, I'll put it this way. Is there anybody on the champion side who you feel like is a little overrated?
A little overrated? They all deserve to be there. I would say, but there's definitely different levels to him, I would say. I mean, Johnny's won the most money. CT probably has the biggest image, I guess you could say, or the biggest reputation. And then Darrell's kind of the one in the back with the 4 wins out of 6 that he's done, the best percentage.
Just chilling. Yeah, his wins speak for himself.
And then you got Zach, which is physically probably the most intimidating. So they all have, something that they can bring.
Yeah, well, the reason I asked that was because I felt like I wasn't that surprised when I saw Zach get gassed out. I've seen him do it before. Free agents, couldn't climb the mountain. I forget which season it was, but he couldn't beat Jordan in hammering.
Don't
it was some
let
kind
size
of
fool you. I'm a trainer. I'm trying to teach people this on the daily. Don't let size fool you. you can look great and not be healthy at all. You know, don't let the eye fool you either. So, you know, Zach, he looks great, 6'8", probably 240, you know, big dude, but then he's getting gassed out on the mountain.
Exactly.
So that's why you got to love the challenge, is because some of it is unexpected.
Yeah.
You know, you could be big, you could be strong, but are you gonna win?
Exactly.
So,
And I feel like I wasn't that surprised seeing Zach in that state.
Right.
So, tied up 2-0.
Tied up 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
Then it ends with Tony coming in, saving the day. But at that point, it looked like you guys had a game plan. Like, you were spread out. You guys found a wide open Tony, made the shot, and then it was an Underdogs sweeping the champions to win the first challenge of the new theme of the show.
In the bank, that's how I look at it.
So how important was that? What were you guys feeling like after you,
it was good
both
to get
the
the
girls
first
and
win.
the guys won?
Yeah, it was good to get the first win. You always want to get the first win. I feel like I'm playing a sport again, and I like it. No, but it's good to get the first win and put that one under your belt to just have that confidence. But we knew it was a Underdogs elimination day, so everyone's still kind of walking around on eggshells. It's like, cool, we got the win, but I might not even see that money, so who cares about the win? That's where you start to see the game coming.
Yeah, and it was interesting too, because even though Ashley and Dario, they scored the first point, it sounded like because they got to vote in one of the other contestants, it sounded like they would be exempt, but then TJ turns around and said, no, like anybody can vote in Dario and Ashley now after this. So it was kind of like, wow, no one is ever safe.
Nobody's safe.
No one's safe.
Not you, nobody.
None of us are safe at home.
None of you are safe.
Lock your doors.
Lock them.
Okay, so you get back in the house, and it seems like what we saw was it looked like you guys were humble after your win. Yeah. Was there kind of bragging, trash talking that we might not have seen after you guys got home? Yeah? Okay.
Everyone was trash talking. We have to. We're all over there. Okay. We're all trash talking, yeah.
Yeah, good, because I was thinking, why are the Underdogs not rubbing this in the champions' faces right now? They just won the first challenge of the show.
Yeah, I think everyone expected us to rub it in their face, but I mean, it was 6 against 4, you know, so that already alone is like, okay.
It's a good, very good point, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, we were living outside for 2 weeks, and they were at home training, getting ready, but 4 against 6, like, we're not going to brag about that. We'll feel good about it. We'll take the 10K. We'll play it cool.
Yeah,
and when
always
the time
take the
comes,
W.
Yeah, and then when the time comes, we'll celebrate, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. So then there's a little bit of politics that goes on.
Yeah.
A little moment with you and Shane. So we'll give you the floor. Yeah. You guys are kind of going back and forth with how to proceed with voting throughout the game, what strategy you guys are going to do as a team.
Because we're a team for the first time.
Right. Yeah. So Shane, it sounds like, is kind of trying to protect him and his friends, keep alliances or friendships alive. I don't know.
No,
you were
Shane
there.
Was
What's going
protecting
on?
Himself.
Just himself.
Yeah, he was protecting himself. And then he also wanted to protect his alliance. Shane didn't care if he made $5. He just wanted to go to the finals. You know, I do the show to make as much money as I can possible, and obviously to go to the finals as well. You know, that's a goal. But, you know, that's just not my mindset. His mindset was, hey, I don't care. Shane wanted to be on TV for as long as he could. It's been like 10 years since he's been on TV. That's all he was about. And, yeah, and he's a great competitor. And I wasn't even saying, when we were saying, well, we want strong people on the team, he was taking it as us calling him weak. And that wasn't the case, you know. So it was, he wanted to defend himself. I wanted the best team because I felt confident in myself. And, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because it's interesting. Yeah, because you're trying to build the master team that's going to win the final.
I don't want to go to a final with 10K in the bank and have to split it with 5 people.
Yeah.
What is that about? This is a 3-day. The final's the hardest thing you've ever done. Okay, it's not just you're not just, oh, the final's happy. No, it's the hardest thing you've ever done. So I want to go there with as much money as possible. I want to beat the champs. That's why we came here, and Shane just wanted to protect him and stay on TV for as long as possible.
Well, I guess we'll see how that goes, because we didn't even get to an elimination in this round. We didn't even see you guys voted in.
No.
So I wish I could ask you more about it, but I don't think you can spoil things for us.
Yeah, we're going to tune in next week, Tuesday, 9 o'clock. You guys will see it.
There you go. Because I want to know who you guys are all talking about, the whispers, and who you're thinking about going in to see why Shane was so set off. But you kind of don't even get...
No, because our team's a hot mess. We weren't a team.
A hot mess.
A hot mess. Like, even Johnny said it. Like, it was sad for me to see. It was hard for me to be on.
Come on, guys, get it together.
it was hard for me to be on. Like, it was me, Dario, and Tony were ones who have done 3 challenges. Everyone else is like their first or their second one.
Because you're an underdog, but you're not a rookie.
Right, exactly.
And it shows.
So it was just, to do it with a lot of newbies was different. It was a different experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hard to, in this game, it's going to get to the point, and you're such a small team, everybody's going to have to vote somebody in once. Like, you're going to say your friends' names.
Yeah.
Do you think that people were starting to take things too personal, too early?
Oh, yeah, that's the first thing. And, I mean, that just comes with this being your first season. Everybody says don't take it personal, but you come and you do one of those, you're going to take it personal.
Welcome to the challenge.
Yeah, on Bloodlines, I took things personal. You know, it's just... It's hard to talk to somebody face to face day after day after day after day and then not to take something personal.
Yeah.
So it's just, it comes with experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that kind of continued throughout the episode, and then the Kayla incident popped up, which I think we probably went into enough depth already. I don't think we need to talk about peeing anymore. I don't know, unless you want to.
I don't understand why that, like, did we have to end the episode like that? Like, does everybody have to be on Twitter talking about this now?
I know,
like,
we were going to have Cory on last week, and he couldn't make it, but it turns out that we were very lucky with him making this episode.
I knew that they wanted me for this episode. Last episode,
I didn't know what was going to happen this episode.
Yeah, no,
So it worked out that you were a little bit more of the star of the show this episode.
Yes.
And some things, storylines revolved around you.
Storylines, a little bit, yeah.
But I feel bad for Kayla. So we also see her crying. Did you feel bad? I mean,
I didn't see her cry, and what they don't show. Well, I didn't see her cry in that moment, but I heard she was crying in the room.
Yeah.
You know, I hate having to like defend myself, but I saw that she was crying. I went in there and I comforted her, and I was talking to her, and then 5 minutes later we were fine.
Okay.
So I mean, things continued with us for another day or two, or for however long.
It's just the drama of the reality TV show, and it's also, it just feels so bad. It's a little embarrassing to be like that on TV. You know, everybody's watching.
Yeah, she was embarrassed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so, exactly. So we end the episode on that note.
Yeah.
Don't get to see much about an elimination.
No.
Or more of the politics going on with the underdogs. But what can we look forward to this season?
Look forward to? I mean, you guys kind of already see it. I think you guys should look forward to the champs going into elimination against each other. Who doesn't want to see Bananas and CT again? Are we going to see the backpack number 2? We don't know. We might see it, we might not.
Do you see this guy? He should be the host. I said earlier, let's switch. Like, are you going to see this?
Oh, yeah.
No, I love it. Looking at camera, he knows what he's doing in here.
I need to get in radio. That's what I want to do.
I think we found your new
like
passion.
A smooth jazz. Something like that where I can kind of put on my sexy voice.
I think you got it. You nailed it already.
Tonight,
he's just ready for the floor. So
From New York City.
New York or LA.
We're in LA. Huh?
Yeah, I think we're in LA, right?
Yeah,
Who knows? What time is it, people?
Who knows?
All right, so we're going to see some of the champs vets.
Eliminations.
Champ on champ.
Yup. And I don't want to give too much away.
Right.
I don't want to give you guys know the theme of the show. You know, it's champs versus underdogs. And you guys get to see the champs go against each other in elimination. You get to see underdogs go against each other. And then it gets ugly and it gets dirty. And feelings will be hurt. And blood will be spilled.
Oof.
And hearts will be torn.
Oh.
And and that's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Okay. Do we see Cory back in the game? Not physical game,
what game?
The challenge. What did you call it? Jungle Fever? Challenge Fever?
Do we see me back in it?
Do we see you back in the game? Or you were just just Kayla then?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And that's something we're going to want to stay tuned for. So
yeah, I'm sure I'll be back. We'll definitely,
Cory, anything else you were mentioning? You have an ebook in the works. You got some stuff going on your outside life? Because there is an outside life.
Who always hit me, right? Like the challenges is all that I do. That's
so
crazy.
What's going on?
Outside life, I'm a trainer in Santa Monica right now, and I've gotten a ton of emails. Thank you to you guys, everyone who's rocking with me. And the way that I'm going to be able to reach everybody is through an ebook. So basically what I'm doing is I'm creating 3 different ebooks. It's going to be 12-week programs, and that's going to be available to everybody. I can't be in New York. I can't be in Atlanta, so these ebooks will be available to you. It's going to match up your different goals. If you want weight loss, then there's weight loss, muscle mass, all that. So that's a website coming out, ebook coming out, Thank you guys, man, for rocking with me. I appreciate it. Stay tuned. Tuesday night.
Tuesday night,
me.
the challenge.
Instagram if you want to see the
There
dirt.
he is.
Yeah.
So one more time, where's your Instagram? What's your Twitter? Where's people gonna find you? Hit you up?
Yes. Instagram is Cory Wharton _IG. Keep it pretty simple. Twitter's MTV Cory Wharton, and that's it.
He likes to Instagram Live, so check him out.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jenna Bussiere. You can find me on Twitter at Jenna_Bussiere. Tune in next time for the AfterBuzz TV, the Challenge After Show.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.